Ooh.
Don't look on the other side of us.
How are you surviving this weather?
Yes.
Climate is so different from
I'm from the giant islands.
from ancient Greece.
Music and
Yes.
fighting and everything you kind of could ask.
So you don't have demonstration after
Afternoon,
in the
I
afternoon
think
probably.
noon's the last thing they're doing. So we're doing one probably in about 10 to
5 minutes?
15 5 minutes.
Very
yeah.
soon.
So
Only
yeah, because everything is accelerated. They're worried about the storm coming in.
storm?
Yeah. So the winds first, and then the rain later today. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear about storm
Yeah.
yet.
I think like 20-mile-an-hour winds.
It's gonna be windy all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It's good for demonstration.
Yes, exactly. In the elements.
Looks like real life. Okay, great.
Yeah, it's an album on Spotify. I think I can't remember if I found it there or on YouTube. It's the album.
Morning. So you are leaving earlier today, right?
Yeah, well, we're going to do our presentation in about 5 minutes here.
Last one.
Probably, yeah, they're going to end the event at like noon. So people are.
Any other demonstration today? Small.
I mean, we might do some sparring. We'll probably do the kids drill towards the end of it. But this is the main show probably for today. That we're about to do.
Maybe it will be warmer at Fort Loudon.
Huh? Yeah. Fort Loud we'll do a lot more. You'll be there?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
It's closer to my place.
I forgot to do this yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Animal horns. Start. 3 fingers.
Alex, are you doing this with us? No. No, okay. You're going to watch the jam. All right. I'm just going to watch from here. Okay. All right, is everyone ready?
Y'all ready?
Phalanx! Rosake! And taxis! On me!
Suge, dress your files. Get behind the man in front of you. Stoike, dress your files. And then dress your ranks. Rope on the ground.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out today. We are the Greek Phalanx. We are representing the citizen soldiers of the ancient Greek city-states, about the 5th century BCE, the golden age of Greece. At this time, Greece was not a nation. It was a collection of about 1,000 small polis, which are city-states. So the biggest one would have been Athens, about 200,000 people, Sparta, Thebes, and many other smaller ones. Each one mustered their own militia of hoplites, oplites. And basically what made it oplite was the means to purchase your own equipment. That's why we all look very different. We all bought our own stuff. We would have 2,500 years ago too. It was an honor to serve in your city's phalanx. It was the upper class and the sort of upper middle class that did the fighting, which is one of the things that I find most appealing about ancient Greece, that the rich guys are the ones fighting the wars in the front lines. So, we often think of the Greeks as fighting the Persians. A lot of you have seen the movie 300. That was one of the rare occasions when the Greek city-states mostly banded together to resist an outside invaders. And actually our word for barbarian is a Greek word, and it literally means the people who go baba. The Greeks were kind of xenophobic, another Greek word, afraid of outsiders. But within Greece, they shared a common culture, a common language, common religion, all of which are things we talk about in our camp over there. But they also shared a common lack of arable farmland. So they're constantly fighting each other over small border disputes or matters of honor. Trojan War started when someone stole someone else's wife. I think stuff like that would be occasion for warfare throughout our era. And these were small wars. These were not the wars, the total wars that we've gotten all too used to in our own time, of conquest, of extermination. These city-states are not looking to wipe each other off the map. They coexist for hundreds of years, almost like rivals. You know, the alliances shift, but they all remain neighbors. These are wars not of conquest, but wars of contest. You know, when an army musters for battle, the call that goes up in the market square is 3 days rations. In other words, have your wives and servants pack you meals for 3 days so you can march over the mountain pass to the field where you're going to meet your rival phalanx, have the battle. War is battle, and battle lasts about 15 minutes, we think. And then you can march back. 3 days, kind of weekend warriors, a bit like us. And the way that they fought was a phalanx. We have a small sampling of what a city's phalanx would have been. It's a shield wall, probably about 8 ranks deep, maybe hundreds or even thousands long, facing an identical phalanx of the other side. You're not trained, with a very few exceptions, the Spartans being the main one. These were citizens. These were mostly farmers, tradespeople, merchants, who had the means to buy their own stuff and take their place in the phalanx. It's not a war of any finesse. There's no great strategy or tactics involved. The general joins the phalanx at the right end of the phalanx and leads his men into a scrum of a battle that is decided pretty quickly at spear point. It's too exhausting to do this for much longer. One side will always break. They're chased off the field, and the victors are the ones left holding the battlefield. Sort of the formal acknowledgement of defeat is when the enemy sends its heralds to request the bodies of their dead. At that point, the victors almost invariably grant them, but not before stripping off the armor and erecting a trophy, where we get the word, a scarecrow trophy planted on the site where they broke the enemy line. But it's a temporary trophy. It's not something hewn in marble or cast in bronze for the ages. It's a scarecrow. And it's only up to remind people that season that on that day, our side won. The reason for that is that side still exists. They're still your neighbors. They're still your trading partners. You might even intermarry with them. But on this day, you won. And that was the nature of warfare. Kind of a low intensity, but kind of constant low intensity that created a pretty stable order for hundreds of years. You know, you'll see on our sign, we're 6th century to 4th century BC. That's a long time for these relatively primitive small states to coexist. And they didn't do it peaceably, they did it with occasional bouts of intense war, which we're going to sort of demonstrate some key phases of for you. So we're going to start with what the Athenians call the ephebic oath. The epheboi are the new guys. They're the 18-year-old recruits that are basically undergoing their final rites of manhood, being accepted after a year's worth of training into Athenian citizenship, which would involve the granting of a place in the hoplite phalanx. And we know the exact wording of this oath because we found the marble stelae, the monuments upon which it was inscribed. And it's a fantastic statement of democratic ideals and principles going back 2,500 years. I think this should be a more famous document than it is, and I hope that you'll agree with me that it is that. I will never bring reproach upon my hallowed arms.
I will never bring reproach upon my hallowed arms.
Nor will I desert the comrade at whose side I stand.
Nor will I desert the comrade at whose side I stand.
But I will defend our altars and our hearths.
But I will defend our altars and our hearts.
Single-handed or supported by many.
Single-handed or supported by many.
My native land I will not leave a diminished heritage.
My native land I will not leave a diminished heritage.
But greater and better than when I received it.
But greater and better than I received it.
I will obey whoever is in authority and submit to the established laws.
I will obey whoever is in authority and submit to the established laws.
And all others which the people shall harmoniously enact.
And all others that the people shall harmoniously enact.
If anyone tries to overthrow the Constitution or disobeys it, I will not permit him.
If anyone tries to overthrow the Constitution,
But will come to its defense, single-handed or with the support of all.
will come to its defense, single-handed or with the support of all.
I will honor the religion of my fathers.
I will honor the religion of my fathers.
Let the gods be my witness.
Let the gods be my witness.
Okay, so when a phalanx was called to battle, they would muster on a field very much like this. You need an open, flat field to do hoplite battle. There aren't many of these fields in Greece, which is a very mountainous place. I talked about the scarcity of good farmland.
Oh, I see it now.
These battles would be, for that reason, they would tend to happen at the same place over and over and over again. It's kind of like the Rose Bowl. Rivalries would be played out on the same blood-stained fields again and again. So the phalanx, my phalanx, would be lined up here, maybe a few hundred yards away, the enemy phalanx lined up. They'd stare at each other across the field. Sometimes one side, often one side would just back down. These are not trained soldiers. No one really wants to die. But if it did come to battle, the leaders of each phalanx would come forward and conduct sacrifices. The seers, the mantis, would read the organs of the sacrificed animal for an omen, just a binary signal from the gods. Is this going to be a victory or a defeat? If they didn't get the answer that they wanted, but they really needed to fight, well, they'd bring out another goat. And they keep doing it, sometimes even under enemy arrow fire, until they got the answer that they wanted. They did take their religion seriously. At the point at which the omen was received, the commander would give the word to form up, and the phalanx would start singing the paean. Now, our paean that you're about to hear is necessarily speculative. We know that they did it, we know that it was important, so we want to present it to you. It's based upon the best evidence we have, both musically and textually, but there are three major ideals behind the paean. One was to invoke the gods, to honor the gods, to seek their support in the upcoming battle. Second
Вы
was
собираетесь, уже нет?
Да, потихоньку.
of the hoplite about the fighting. And the third was to establish a basic rhythm to keep this untrained, undrilled, undisciplined army together long enough to make contact with the enemy. So that's what you're going to hear now. But before that, the hoplite general would deliver a speech to his men, a harangue, an inspirational, motivational speech to get up their courage. It might go something like this. Phalanx, Opnites, Velas, you stand before your brothers, your fathers, your sons. Behind you are your wives, your families, our homes. Before you stand the enemy who claims your land, who impugns your honor. Drive them before you. Just be with us. Marta, great father, Lord of thunder, and who divides men. She's brought the storm of war. Great father, Lord of thunder, and who divides men. She's brought the storm of war. Sing to your glory, may our libation water the ox, and to you we burn the meat. Sing to your glory, may our libation water the ox, and to you we burn the meat. And pray unto thee, the focus our frenzied fury. Measure our slow steps, God of killing spirit. Measure our slow steps, God of killing spirit. Phalanx we fight, one with the strength of man. Phalanx we fight, one with the strength of man. Fathers and sons, together nevermore. Fathers and sons, together nevermore. An unbroken line, a dream strong with iron. Unbroken line, a dream strong with iron. Who can fear that amidst the noble love? Who can fear that amidst the noble love? We might crash into the phalanx just as we finish. I apologize for that. So next we're going to demonstrate the actual battle in an abstracted way. Some of you have seen us perform our Pyrrhic dance before. These were armed and armored dances performed competitively at festivals throughout ancient Greece. They were, we think, occasions for displaying martial virtue, and maybe by way of learning these dances, these choreographed moves, they might have served as a training function too. Although the Greeks were proudly, most of them were proudly untrained, the Pyrrhic dance is an example where you actually had to learn the moves. So this dance is going to walk you through some of the basic phases of a hoplite battle. From an initial sort of mocking of the enemy, inviting a hail of arrows to take cover from, and advance through before coming to grips as a phalanx with our spear at spear point. Eventually one side will break and a pursuit phase will begin. This is when most hoplites killed in a battle would die. And finally, the body is carried off the field. We're just going to wait till the marching band song ends here. Sorry about that, guys. I wanted to turn my head.
Based on our experience, these were short battles. They couldn't have gone on too long. It really knocks you out wielding around a shield like this. So, what you're seeing now, enemy dead, being stripped of his armor. You gotta remember that as civilized as the Greeks were at this point, they're not too far removed from a very primitive hunter's world. So imagine this is like the skinning of hunted prey to be nailed up on the tropeon. Very primitive, very visceral. And then the bodies of the dead would have been carried to the field. You've heard the expression, the Spartan mother is said to have said to her son, come back with your shield, or on it. Well, this is the on it part. Bodies were actually buried or burned on the battlefield usually, and only the bones would be returned, intermixed with all the bones. So the polis would get back its dead as they had fought and died, collectively, not individually. Mourning was done at the polis level. And of course, families grieved individually, but ceremonially, these men had died for their city-state and would be buried together. Thank you very much for your attention. We're going to be over in our camp here to ask come over and ask any questions you have. Our display is not just about the military, it's about culture, it's about religion, it's about diet. So it's just about the whole way of life. What we love about Greece is that it's such an alien world. And so much of what our world today comes from ancient Greece. So we invite you to, it's better to do it fast. Thank you so much.
That was awesome.
Yeah, just have like one guy take away the armor and have 4 guys there to immediately waiting there.
I don't even know if we had enough, but yeah.
Stormy weather.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I know this is probably the last time today. My back needs to arch on this, right? Don't lay me diagonally across it. Don't coil me around it. It hurts. It might break the sheets. Does it not hurt when the back on your back? That's uncomfortable, but it's. But at least it follows the curve of my spine.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize when you had said 10:30, I figured 9:45. Like, I'm gonna go hit the bathroom, refill my water, do all that, come back by 10.
No, I'm sorry. It's just that the band had just moved past, so we thought we had a good window.
Yeah, no worries. But that was just like I got out at 10:05. Go back and get up, and as I'm walking over, I see you guys already out. I'm like, oh.
Honestly, I would like to maybe at noon just film the whole thing again. I totally bricked up the pan. I lost my footing and then couldn't catch it again.
Cool.
Oh, you know what? This is probably them blading around the hand.
Right hand. We collided. Yeah. My sword went flying out. I saw that.
The whole time I'm in bare feet. I gotta.
But it worked well because then I was like, when I shot my spear, I was like.
Prepare to stand! Stand! To the left, face! On behalf of the Jamestown Yorktown Foundation,
I want to thank you for your participation in military through the ages.
Thank you very much.
Here's a ribbon to note your participation in the event.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming. And you won an award.
We are honored.
Best unit impression, first place, cold steel category.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming. You're always throwing. Thanks for coming, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Company to the right face. Prepare to march. March on.
Congratulations. Yes, please. Let's get our group photo.
We won. Shut me down.
Here, John, you hold this one. Right there.
Yeah. Why don't you step up on this side here? Let's get on this side of the shield and table. Guys on either side.
Hey, can we pause for a moment? Can we pause a moment so I can get my orders?
Well, this is the participant award.
He's wearing like a brocade on his We're good.
Just about got you all in. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Well done, guys.
Nice, correct.
Was it judges or reenactors first place?
Yeah.
And that was a first place?
Good first best. Thank you for all you do.
I worked so hard on this impression. I'm glad it's paying off.
So guys, I was thinking, yes.
With the wind gust letter starting to come through, you all want to start taking your hands down sooner rather than later. That is
Like kind of 11:45. Yeah. It'd be nice to just get one last good one. I have a bad taste in my mouth right now. It's my own fault.
The award didn't happen.
I just screwed up the measured our slow steps.
Yeah. I missed a beat and I couldn't catch my rhythm.
You'll have to wipe the bad taste out.
So yeah, I think John already won.
We're actually getting ready.
Company, prepare to march! March on!
We showed up. We came. We came. We weren't conquered.
Company, to the right, face!
Not us.
We're not in your hearing.
Ой, приветствую. Я вчера мимо ходил, вас так и не нашел, где вы есть.
Мы там? Или у вас это меня конкретно? Нет, мы вот здесь стоим.
Я, правда.
Saurus Rex.
Congratulations. Fortunately, we are...
Hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah!
Company, to the right, face!
The marching flag.
Nice. Oh, thank you very much for
Funny colors. Yeah. Oh, this guy right here had full armor. He had first place. Oh, maybe I got it wrong. I don't know, don't listen to me. Yeah, I've been doing the transfer of it.
I bought them off an individual who makes historical style glasses. Yep, they're my modern prescription at my
Company, to the right, face!
Thank you.
Unfix. Bayonets. Shoulder. Arms. To the right. Hey.
1, 2, 2.
Cover. Arms. Knee springs. Open back. That's front rank. Lodge. Arms.
Yeah, time traveling.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you Sorry, that was too much. With your visor down.
That's my fault. I pushed it down. Right. You need to wear through the wood as long as the leather is good.
You okay? Am I hitting too hard? Because I'm not in place. So you're moving back. Thank you, boss. Dude, I just didn't feel like throwing it on because we're about to pack up. I have some over there. I didn't bring my full harness. If I knew there would be another harness fighter, I would definitely grab it.
Yeah, we can.
I'm fine. Yeah.
Is it real one sharp or
No, it's blunt.
for fencing demonstration?
So, yeah, it's mostly for fencing and stuff like that. It's not sharp or anything like that.
Have a good day.
I'm gonna check my camp and see. I think we're about to pack up soon.
Что там? Травма?
Давайте.
Травма.
Травма.
So, how bad is it? No?
It's not that bad.
Scratch?
Yeah.
Not good. Happens.
You don't want to come home with anything.
Я говорю.
Okay, hold on. I have a... Good, what are you doing?
So rather than having to buy this is very important. Again, growing children, for armies on the march. Yeah. Starting to march around, and they're going to be running health.
Take care. One rank. Bio leagues. March. context, Robin Hood, back in we're in the conflict right now.
Frank, when you stationed in Germany, was like, here, like you go.
As we all know, King John was forced to sign Magna Carta, and then quite predictably, as soon as I'm not obeying it, and so the Baron says, nope, you're no longer our king. So now we're in open rebellion. How warfare works back then is that if a king or senior noble wants to go to war, he sends the memo to his minor lords. The minor lords then activate all the villages in the entire village.
It's good to be king.
That's reindeer.
And the one on top has wolves. And then I have a black bear.
Oh, about 60 pounds.
Or you can say, I'm not going to wear that, in which case, now we have a legal right to be able to call off the marriage, and she doesn't have to marry you. So therefore, she makes that for you. You say, I want to therefore,
How are you doing today, sir?
Right, so it's Viking period, right?
Yes, Viking.
First century, 1100.
It's about 980 is the time period we're portraying.
Generic, Swedish, Norwegian.
Swedish.
So it's not sharp, it's for...
It's not sharp,
for
we do actually fight with it.
How are you doing, man?
Oh, great, how are you?
I had some in my hair yesterday.
Oh, okay. You take the garden
I'm doing wonderful.
What are you making?
Beautiful
I'm
day.
actually the herbalist, but I'm starting to pack up these because some of these are blowing around in the wind.
Oh, yeah.
So when you have lightweight goods, they have a tendency to move.
Absolutely, feel free. Just don't hurt yourself. We do have kind of pointy things around here.
Yeah, this time period we would have been using it as a mortise for dye.
Okay.
But
I've seen pictures of these in museums. I've never seen them. Some.
oh, okay. Okay. Or the pencil.
First year we won.
Step in and paint this.
So what do you actually do?
So. He is our cook. We could talk about that firebox for days. That is his firebox.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what he filled the bottom of it with to get it up that high.
Well, there's actually
Yeah.
And it's refreshing to tell people.
It's the same Viking period, right?
Say again?
Viking period or earlier?
This is Charlemagne. So this is at the start of the Viking period. So this is the year 804. And we're actually portraying Charlemagne, supposed to be meeting with the King Godfred of Denmark. Godfred has gotten cold feet and he's intimidated by Charlemagne, so he sends some of his lesser nobles to negotiate a peace deal. Charlemagne is a little bit offended, so he sends lesser nobles to meet with Godfrey's envoy. And we are on the border of modern-day Denmark and Germany, trying to negotiate a peace deal. So we've got the Frankish kingdom on one side of campus, we have Danes on the other side. We're kind of showing the effective life of a peaceful interaction on the border of these two realms.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
Tools didn't change much over centuries, right?
No.
The
Blacksmithing tools have always been kind of standardized. A hammer is a hammer, tongs are tongs. The bellows do change and the forge changes. So these are single chamber bellows where one has to be moving down as the other moves up to keep a positive airflow. Much later on you get the great bellows, which have a lower chamber that pushes air to an upper chamber. In the upper chamber, the top slowly pushes down to keep that constant airflow. But basically, all a forge is a hole that holds a fire.
That's a good question. That's a good question.
How they made these blades?
So to make a blade like this, you would first have to take a piece of steel and draw it out. And then what they would often do is actually take a chisel and cut in to make the blade.
But it should be harder than other metal.
Oh yes. There's one very famous hacksaw from the massacre chest in Sweden.
Интересно. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Bon appetit.
Thank you.
Really? So, an ingot is what you used to make, coins, jewelry.
Yeah, because we're, California States is sort of, it's a little lower than Scandinavia, but it's in the same temperate zone. So, yeah.
That is the most picture
There's some subjectivity. We do not know what's going on in Mozambique right now. So even though the history of Mozambique is happening right now, we're not going to really know about it until later on.
Exactly.
Now, that is history as it actually happened. The most complete picture of history. Oh, got it. Then we have history as it comes to us. So we have the physical remnants dug out of the ground.
Because we need to take care of some things from Bracewell.
I'm getting photos from Mason.
Please. Oh, yes. Please. Good.
Something that they noticed, apparently the proximity of the people, when he was talking to people, there were still other people close to the fire. And I kept asking, hey, excuse me, back away, please. This is originals.
Original archaeological discoveries.
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah. So this is the Balkans.
Balkans.
Yeah, the Balkans. The problem with that is they're all metal detected finds. And as a metal detected find, you really don't have a whole lot of information about it. Sorry, I gotta flip over my burgers. These are Roman burgers.
A good place to rest some marks.
They are a good place for that.
Yeah.
We wrap them in caul fat as per the recipe from Theseus.
Yeah, if modern people eat burgers, it was Roman Empire. If they eat dumplings, ravioli like in Italy, it was a part of Genghis Khan Empire.
Yeah.
Interesting. There is a certain division in Europe: burgers and ravioli.
Yeah, I mean it's fun, good.
And basically the same stuff.
To go back to these things.
Meat and bread.
These are blacksmithing tools. So the Hardys here. The thing that's rare about these is that there's a file, and you can see the lines on the file. See that?
Yeah, and
you generally only see them in museums.
Yeah, and time period is unknown.
Oh, these are from the time period. Yeah, these are actual, and these are cleaning tools. Have you ever seen these before?
Yeah.
You know what it is? Toothpick and an ear scoop.
Oh, metal. It's not healthy. Not wood.
This is made out of bone. They had them all different types, but the metal ones survived. They had them all different types. The metal ones, you still find them out of the ground. They know we had them. It's kind of neat because they had silver ones. Yep.
It can be used for other reasons, like a tool.
No, those were for your head.
Oh.
Picking your teeth or cleaning your ears. I mean, they knew that, this was gross. Let's not put that in our food.
So it was used for daily life or by barbers or medics?
No.
Daily life.
You as a person would have owned one of them. That's why I have a lanyard. It would have hanged from, Okay.
Great.
I mean, a lot of the times you'll see them on Chatterlanes. Like and newer, and I mean, they used them up to the early 20th century, and even in China, you can still buy them. They still use them.
Thank you very much, and bon appetit. Sorry for interruption.
You're not interrupting. It's our job.
No, this is what we're here for.
Oi.
I'm working on chain.
Yeah. It's very subtle, precise.
So I'm making jewelry, making chain.
From that pieces of...
Yes.
Where? And tools didn't change over centuries, right?
No.
Same. Huh. Great, huh? Thank you.
Thank you.
There you go. You're ready. So that's what you have when you're really rich.
Wheel! Take care! Oh! So, Kirby, the tough thing for you on the end, you have to judge just because the rest of the
Oh, so you're I went out when it was so I had what it had the actual a little bit of the magazine. It's like one. It would move one pallet, and it fired multiple rounds. How you doing, sir?
Oh, great. Yeah, you're going to fire at a demonstration, no? Not today.
Yeah. Well, it's if we do that demonstration, we're down there, and that's their focus, and that's good. Here, we can allow kids to handle the implements, and we can demonstrate stuff. Hey, good talking with you.
So this is what time period is this?
1862 Civil War.
Yeah.
U.S. Navy, mounted on a gunboat.
It was on board. So it's replica, right?
Nope. So,
no, I mean it's replica. It's not original. Barrel is not original.
Yeah, this is reproduction.
Reproduction.
His gun.
Can you stay back for just a minute? Just to get a picture.
Pull that short.
Make sure I get everybody's head here.
Is this a smile photo or look realistic?
Look
over his shoulder and don't smile. Or look over his right shoulder.
Thank you.
All right, that's it?
Thank you very much.
All right, that's it.
Who's in charge of paperwork?
He is.
I saw the green. Yeah, I saw the green folder. So
that you're asking. So yeah, Civil War.
Frame is
this boat howitzer would be mounted there. Right now it's on a field carriage, but this carriage, if you'll notice, the underloop there where the pin is, and pin here, you can swap it.
Carriage is very different. It's not like army carriage.
It's similar. One of the differences, the way this is configured, I don't want to bring a bunch of men, a bunch of horse on here. This can be moved by men. They can show you. Like army carriages, that's how they're going to move that.
Yeah.
Whereas, here's your army carriage. There you go. Go ahead. That's how they would move it on a barge. That's not going to do with any kind of rough seas on a wide river or open ocean. So if I need to move an amphibious landing, well, let's see, what do we got? Here's a picture of the gun on this mount on a small launch. Gun with a spar torpedo, very simple steam engine, and gun crew and a few other men would you could patrol smaller rivers and creeks you can't get to with the larger ship. Here's the actual showing the movement off the vessel. So here's the gun mounted on this boat carriage. Okay, so boat howitzer up here, gun crew's running it. Here's the field carriage back here, stowed. When they go to swap it out, we'll move the barrel, take it vertical with this spar here to help you lift it. Bring the field carriage up, lay it down on the field carriage, and down it goes on a ramp.
And who had more cannons, Navy or the Army?
I don't know
at
the numbers.
That time.
I don't know the numbers. I would think the Army, but it depends on the size. If the Navy can bring to bear any time period, pretty much heavier cannon, because I'm floating them. So this is a compromise. It's amphibious cannon. Like the Aristook has got cannon. One of them is the same size as the heavy cannon on the Monitor. So much heavier. A 12-inch cannon. This is 12-pounder, about 3-inch bore. So this is enough for. I'm not going to smash through another ship's hull. I'm going to fire air bursting rounds to fire at the enemy.
personnel.
And river and sea forts, large cannons. Well, so it's naval cannons, right? Fort Foot at DC.
What's that?
Fort Foot. It's surviving museum fort at DC,
Fort
DC
Monroe.
area. No, Fort Foot. DC, Fort Monroe, similar cannons.
Yeah.
It's naval, right?
Right. Oh yeah.
Heavy.
Fort Monroe. Now it's Army, but they'll have plenty of naval-style cannons there as well. There's some similarities, you know. Fort Monroe has later, getting to World War II, they have coastal defense batteries, which are naval cannons mounted ashore. This is the opposite. So this is a cannon, smaller cannon boat. It's a light 12-pounder. The barrel is only 450 pounds. You wouldn't want to pick it up. Where the crew of men can easily, with this spar, shift it off the boat carriage, put it on the field carriage. You can tow it with 16, crew of 16 men, tow it ashore for an amphibious landing. So sailors and princess dressed Marines do an amphibious assault.
Great. And all this, so it's bronze, so it's not original.
That's elevation screw.
Yeah, it's a replica.
Yeah, so this is the lanyard for firing.
Yeah, it's different.
That's for your elevation, so I can raise and lower the elevation, adjust the range, and then of course, ashore, all I got to do is one man can actually turn this thing. That's light enough.
Different from.
And in terms of firing, some of the field cannons have a primer with their own lanyard in it, a friction primer. You pull it, it lights off. And Dahlgren designed this with a separate primer you would install here. Then you pull the lanyard, and that primer has a little bit of mercury fulminate. It's the same thing as their percussion caps, and that's reactive to impact. And that primer would light off the main charge. Seated here and boom.
Interesting. Well, I mentioned.
Alright, so I need one more person. Jesus Christ. No, the younger one.
You know how that works. So, yeah, that's Alan's. If one of our YVR lads and his brother, we have a small YVR contingent here. So, Alan, you remember Alan? If you saw him at camp, I think you came up to YVR camp. Yeah, Alan was teaching navigation and stuff. So we were returning the favor and helping him man his gun crew. So here we go. And you know me playing with guns. So I just got to learn Civil War drill as opposed to.
Ready, which is ready aim fire. For smoothbore muskets, it's ready.
Presents.
Ready.
Okay, this is naval operations or naval or it's operations on sea or river.
Oh, you mean this is? Yeah. This is local, right around here, the entrance to the Chesapeake Bay. So this is Norfolk and Portsmouth, and what's now Virginia Beach here, and Hampton. So it's all right around this area. So we're portraying a ship that is actually put men ashore right here at Jamestown.
This is naval from ship, not from not from land.
Yeah, United States Navy. You're from where, sir?
Take a bunch of charcoal and sulfur, make a whole lot of sulfur. They process.
Which sort of medicine?